Hi, this is Nadira Bray on the Talk of San Diego Network and CBS 7. I am here with Mr. Greg Cox, County Supervisor, District 1. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you here speaking with us in the San Diego County Library, the Imperial Beach branch. So I know you have a lot going on with the parks and rec, and I'd love to hear more about how San Diego can participate in all the amazing recreational activities we have for them here.
Well, South San Diego County has just a wealth of recreational opportunities. I'm very proud of the fact that in my supervisorial district, I've got 3 regional parks, Sweetwater Regional Park, which is our county's oldest regional park, Otay Valley Regional Park, which is really a joint planning effort between the city of San Diego, the county of San Diego, and the city of Chula Vista, and then the Tijuana River Valley. And you know, the Tijuana River Valley, the county has 1,800 acres of land down there. And we've really focused on developing a number of different recreational opportunities. Just a year and a half ago, we completed 22 miles of trails that are there, which are available for the public for jogging, walking, mountain biking. A number of them are specifically set up for equestrian usage, which is a really important issue in the Tijuana River Valley. We have soccer fields. We have Southwest Little League ball field complex. We've got a community garden that has about 98 plots right now that are fully being utilized by folks. In fact, we have a waiting list of 150 people, and so partly because of that reason, we're in the process of expanding that community garden to add about another 138 garden plots. We're working with the University of California, San Diego Resource Conservation District to implement that. And I think one of the most exciting things is the fact that we're working on designing a campground in the Tijuana River Valley. Now, it'd be fairly close to the entrance of Borderfield State Park. I think it's going to have upwards of about 150 spaces for people to bring their trailers. Probably be building some cabins, but one of the things I'm really excited about, maybe it's because part of my background as in education, is we're working very closely with a number of community-based nonprofits, Outdoor Outreach, Ocean Connectors, Ocean Discovery Institute, and Wild Coast, to get their input on creating an environmental education center that'll be a part of this campground, so that we have a lot of inner city kids that have never been to the beach, even though they've maybe you're only 4 or 5 miles away from the ocean. So it's going to be an opportunity to bring a lot of people down and let them see the Tijuana River Valley, all the flora and fauna, the plant life, and actually experience a very important environmental amenity that we have in this region, which is the Tijuana River Valley. We're working with the city of San Diego on hopefully creating a regional park in the Choyas Creek area. Working on completing the Bayshore Bikeway around San Diego Bay, which has been about a 40-year project almost. But we think we can get it done in the next 3 years. It's got to be the nicest bicycle path you're going to ride anywhere, because you probably don't have to go uphill more than 10 feet the whole way around San Diego Bay. And we're working on other trails in the Otay River Valley and the Sweetwater River Valley. We're in the process of building a bicycle skills park in the Sweetwater Regional Park. We're going to put some community gardens in the Sweetwater Regional Park. So a lot of really good, exciting things going on, which are hopefully going to encourage people to get out of their homes and put away their iPhones and get out and enjoy some of the best amenities you could ask for anywhere.
Yeah, and so lots of education as well, because we have all kinds of plants and wildlife and things that maybe we're not aware of. And so
well, we, I don't know whether we're blessed or cursed, but we have probably the largest concentration of endangered species of any county in the United States. There's 3,069 counties. Well, it's part of our obligation and responsibilities to set aside land for those people, for those species, and to try to do what we can to encourage their repropagation so that they are no longer endangered. And that's a part of what we do at the County of San Diego.
So the wildlife, and then also the plants too, that could possibly.
Absolutely.
We want to keep those going and have a space for them.
Sure.
Yeah. And so the bike skills, what does that look like?
Well, it's going to be on about a 5-acre parcel out by the Summit Park Campground. So it's as you go out on San Miguel Road past Sunnyside Elementary School, it's going to be off to your left, just past the ball fields. And it's being designed. We're working very closely with the San Diego Bicycle Coalition, Mountain Biking Coalition, to come up with the design. And it'll be skill levels from toddlers to fairly aggressive mountain bikers. So probably not going to have giant leaps, but it's going to have an opportunity for people to kind of test their skills before they get out on some of our trails that we have in all of these regional parks, which are certainly available for mountain bikers in addition to joggers and walkers and equestrians.
Nice. And so how could San Diego County, how could we be a part of what's going on? Are there any meetings we could attend? What could we do?
Well, we do have community meetings. The Sweetwater Regional Park is really a project that the county's been working on pretty much just as the county. The Otay Valley Regional Park, we have a Citizens Advisory Committee that we're all constantly looking for people to serve on that. We have meetings every quarter, and we invite the public to come to those meetings. We're working right now with a lot of the resource agencies like the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, California Fish and Wildlife Service, Bureau of Land Management, and a number of different public agencies, including the Otay Municipal Water District, City of Chula Vista, County of San Diego, City of San Diego, on over 30,000 acres of land that is east of the Otay Reservoir and the Sweetwater Reservoir that is pretty much all in public ownership. And we're trying to see if we can't come up with an integrated trail plan so that, a lot of those areas are set aside for environmental purposes, but there's also areas that maybe there aren't endangered species that we can put an integrated trail system so that somebody here on Imperial Beach could actually get on their bicycles and ride out through the Tijuana River Valley into the Otay Valley Regional Park, and then on out, ultimately tying into the California Hiking and Biking Trail, or the Pacific Crest Trail even further to the east. So some pretty aggressive plans that we're working on, and we got a lot of work left to go, but we're going to have a community meeting that'll coming up in either December or maybe January, a second community meeting to get feedback and make sure we're on the right track. When we talk about public involvement, though, I mean, I think back to when we built this Imperial Beach Library, which we just opened up in April of this year. We probably worked on that for about 10 years, and that involved a lot of meetings with the library staff here, with our county staff, the City of Imperial Beach staff, but we also did a lot of outreach with the, the Friends of the Imperial Beach Library, and with the community. We had, I think, 3 or 4 community meetings to get their input on the design, the coloring, the type of amenities they wanted to hear here. And I think, they came up with a beautiful design. Excuse me.
So is there anything else we want San Diego to know about? Anything else you're working on or need some assistance with or want to share with us?
Well, right now, the orchids and onions, or onions and orchids, I can't remember which it is taking input from the community in regards to the projects that they've identified for recognition. Fortunately, the Imperial Beach Library has been nominated for an orchid. And to the extent that we can encourage people throughout the region to get on their website and to cast a vote for the Imperial Beach Library, we think it's the crown jewel of our library system in the county of San Diego. Of course, I'm probably a little biased, but it really did involve a lot of community input and just taking into consideration the things that make Imperial Beach unique. I mean, if you look at the roof of this building, it's designed like a crashing wave. They've got surfboards set up in different locations for people to sit on and rest. We got the color scheme even on the floor in here. I mean, it goes from kind of sand colored to ocean water, and then it kind of gives you the sense of you're moving into different zones of a beach community. So we would encourage people to take the opportunity to get on the Orchids and Onions website and cast a vote for Imperial Beach Library.
Great. And what would that mean if we won?
Well, they get a really beautiful trophy. But more than that, I think it's just the pride of knowing that you've got the best of the best. And we think we have that with the Imperial Beach Library.
Yeah, thank you. And so we have a couple more minutes. Is there anything else that you want to share?
Well, you know, the County of San Diego is the main provider of public health services, of social services, and we started a program a couple of years ago called Live Well San Diego. And it's predicated on trying to get people to take more individual responsibility for their health. It was predicated on a study that determined that there was 3 bad behaviors that some of us exhibit from time to time: lack of exercise, poor nutrition, and use of tobacco products that lead to 4 chronic conditions, which includes heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, cancer, and respiratory problems, that accounted for 57% of the deaths in San Diego County that particular year. The sad thing is that 2/3 of those deaths could have been prevented if people paid attention to those 3 bad behaviors. And so what we're doing at the County of San Diego, we're trying to integrate everything we do into the umbrella of Live Well San Diego. So, you know, for our Parks Department, obviously, we need to get more trails done. We need to get more bicycle paths done. We need to open up, opportunities for people to get outside and enjoy the fresh air. From a transportation standpoint, we need to make sure that people feel safe riding their bicycles. So Bayshore Bikeway is a big part of that. And, again, we've been focusing on building better health, eating better, by living in safe communities. So, I mean, it involves law enforcement too, to make sure people feel it's safe to go outside in the evening and jog and, just get some fresh air. And if we figure if we can do those things, then people are going to thrive. And that's what Live Well San Diego is all about. It's getting people to build better health, to feel safe in their communities, and ultimately to thrive and live healthy, longer, more productive lives.
Oh, thank you for that. And here in San Diego, we can go out pretty much 365 days of the year. And I know everybody loves to come here. So the freeways get a little more congested. So those bike trails are such a great idea and a benefit for everybody, not only for health, but for time and pollution
Well,
reduction.
when you look at Interstate 5 in the morning, if somebody works at NASCO, they live in Imperial Beach or Chula Vista, or they even work downtown San Diego, frankly, it's quicker to get on your bicycle and ride on the Bayshore Bikeway to get to work than it is to get in your car. And it's a heck of a lot cheaper, and it's a lot healthier for you. So that's one of the things we need to do, is make sure we make it as convenient and safe as we possibly can for people to do the right thing.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Cox, for all that you've done for San Diego and all you continue to do. And now you're Vice President of
The National Association of Counties, which is our association that represents all those counties across the United States, and it's first vice president now. In July of next year, I'll be sworn in as president. So I'm going to be already are starting to do a lot of traveling, but I'll be going to all 50 states over the next couple of years to speak to their state associations. I just did 2 these last 2 weeks, South Dakota and Maine, and been to Arkansas, and getting ready to go to Ohio and Washington State. A lot of travel, but a great experience, a great opportunity, and frankly a great time to kind of talk about the successes we have in San Diego County.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
This is Nadira Bray on the Talk of San Diego Network, CBS 7, with County Supervisor Mr. Greg Cox.